I'm going to do a quick review of your other connection methods because these should be solid now. And if they're not, here's your sort of last chance to get them down, okay? When the chord stays the same, but the melody moves, right? Then we reharmonize or revoice the other lines. And we have three methods that we've learned: move with soprano, contrary motion voice exchange, similar motion voice exchange. I'm going to go over each one of these now quickly. And again, on this worksheet, you're going to get to do repetitions of them. It's not enough just to write them. You want to say the formula until it's memorized. In fact, it's not enough to just say the formulas and have them memorized. After that, then we want to think about what they actually mean, because when we're writing music, we want to know which method to use, and having it memorized, but thinking about the intricacies or the implications of what those methods means are two different skills. One's built on the other. It'll become apparent more when we try writing. You'll see what we mean there. But to start with, memorize these guys. All right. Move with soprano is soprano moves up or down to the next chord tone. Well, we're on C chords, right? And yes, it moved up to the next chord tone. G goes up to C. All right, good. Alto and tenor move to the next note in the chord in the same direction that the soprano moved. So the soprano went up to the C, so the alto is going to go up to the G. That's the next note in the C chord. And the tenor is going to go up to the E. That's the next note there. And then it says basses stay on the same note. All right. And then it says check your range, because sometimes this will take us so high up that the tenors, it's impossible to sing or something like that. Right now, these are set up to be successful, but when we're writing on our own, we have to be cognizant of actually who's performing these. Can they do it, right? If you have an adult community choir, probably the men can sing this because older men get a couple extra notes up high. If you're at a high school that it's not got a great men's section, they probably can't sing that very well, because teenagers' voices that are not true tenors kind of peter out around a C or a D. They strain really hard for the E. So, that kind of stuff is good to know. All right, contrary motion voice exchange. Okay, that's this one right here. The soprano and tenor move in contrary motion. That means opposite direction. Sopranos go up, tenors go down. Sopranos go down, tenors go up. And exchange pitches. So here we have the soprano going down. So the tenor is going to go up. And it's going from a C to a G. And this is on the G. So it's going to go up to the C. They're trading pitches. Not absolute notes, but names of notes. Okay, tenor stems up. And then it says the altos and the basses stay on the same note and they do nothing. This is a really great connection method because it's very stable. These guys are moving, it's interesting, but these guys here hold the fort and don't move. And so it's really sounds great. Sometimes you have the option of doing either one, right, of these two, and you just have to pick. Sometimes this is just impossible because the tenor is not on the note that the sopranos went to and you can't exchange them. So you have to just check that out. Sometimes this is not possible because of ranges, right? All right, last one, similar motion voice exchange is when the sopranos are going to make a big leap. Okay, now here it says only done when soprano makes a skip of a fifth or bigger. But what that means is that it's not going to the next chord tone, which would have been a G, skips that and goes to the next one after that. And that will always be a fifth or bigger. Okay. In this case, what happens is the soprano and the altos move in similar direction, going up, right? Similar motion. Okay. And so that goes up and goes from E to C. The altos have the C, they move up and they take the soprano's former note, which was the E, right? They change pitches going in similar direction. In this case now, the basses and the tenors do nothing and they hold down the sort of stable part of the chord right there. Okay, this is only done when sopranos are going to make a big leap. Usually melodies are more careful than that and only move to the next chord tone, but there are cases where that happens too. Okay, and that's that right there. I'll see you in another video to work on the practice worksheet.